It's Sunday, February 23rd, 2025. You're probably wondering why I'm facing this way. Well, I'll tell you. Well, this is the old New York Central, originally Beech Creek Railroad, right away. I'm facing toward... Oh, I thought that was a train for a second. I'm facing west toward Mill Hall, and the tracks obviously are not there, but the brick building right there, tracks would have went just to the left. They still use that building. I'm not sure what the actual building is. There's tankers. So from the building toward me is obviously not in place. But I'm also standing next to the Castanea Railway Project, the Clinton County Historical Society, Stephen Poorman Trust, and this is what they call Lock Haven, but yet it's in Castanea Station. There's a New York Central Clearfield Division, or Clearfield Region, caboose. There's some Pensy signals, because Pensy was actually over there on the other side of the highway. NS uses the tracks now. There's a Pensy caboose, and an Erie, which kind of throws me off a little bit, an Erie boxcar. But this caboose is just recently acquired. This was put in about a year or two ago. Less than that, less than 2 years. This has New York Central trucks. You can actually rent these out to sleep in an Airbnb. We'll put the link in the description. Let's take a walk inside this. This is a water tank. Castanea Railroad Station. See, it's labeled as Lock Haven. They did the same thing on the Pensy for the Anti-Sport station. They labeled it Jersey Shore because they technically didn't go to Jersey Shore. There's a stove. There's some pictures of Clinton County. I'd like to know where this was taken, because I don't think these ever came this way. That's probably Renova. Same with that one. That's probably Annie's Fort Station. It's hard to tell. Just some pictures of Clinton County. Some history. Got another stove. San O cab heater. Railroad history. The Mill Hall Station, which is now in Lock Haven. They moved it to Lock Haven. It's an art theater or art museum or whatever. And then the Lock Haven Station. This building I think is still standing. It is now part of North Shore. It's one of the North Shore Railroad buildings. It's on the Nittany Bald Eagle. This is the Ava Shops. This was one of the fastest locomotives ever. I'll put a link in the description for that. Yep, set the record of the time for pulling a train at over 100 miles an hour. There's Renova, or Renovo. This is the station. It's gone now, but at one time, a steam engine could pull into the platform underneath this cover. That's pretty impressive. This building's still here. The coal tower's still here. There's only one track, and there might be in the weeds. They might have torn out. I don't know. There's a handful of tracks, but this is all gone. All this. That's gone. The Trilon Chemical Era. And if you want to check out some local things, I highly recommend the Piper Aviation Museum. I did a video on that. I'll put the link in the description. I highly suggest that one. The Clinton County Historical Society. They're East Water Street. It's like right along the river on the dike. A canal. Lock Haven was not quite the farthest west the canal went. It went to Ferensville, which is just up the river. There's the Ferensville furnace. A lumber industry, of course. See, Axe Factory, east of Mill Hall. I'll have to figure out where. Okay, so 220 is right here. And this is PA 26? Or is that 64? Can't remember. But I think this house is still there. So this is Fishing Creek. And it would have been right on the creek. That's interesting. I'll have to find some information and do a video on that. Now here is outside the water tank. This was originally the Beech Creek, Clearfield, and Southwestern Railroad. That's who actually built the station. Beech Creek Railroad actually reconfigured itself, renamed itself so many times because of bankruptcy and new ownership and all that. So that's pretty interesting. That's actually the B, C, and S Railroad. Outside the water tank, there's these piles of coal. Like, literally, it's on that side, surrounding it, pretty much. And there's a railroad crossing. And then this. I'm about 5'2". So, let me see if I can stand next to it. You get an idea how... I can't actually see what my screen says. But you can get an idea how tall this thing is. And this is just above the ground. There's like 3 feet in the ground. These were along the line between Jersey Shore and Clearfield. So this is a New York Central mile marker, or milepost. So we're 11, this is, according to this, is 11 miles to Jersey Shore. Now on the Keating to Clearfield, it has a C, and it'll say how many miles it is. It's also New York Central. So if you see these, and the Pine Creek line, so you'll see them on the Pine Creek line, and they'll have an L for Lyons, New York. So from Jersey Shore up to Pine Creek, it'll have an L. And there's still some of these left. Some of them are in decent shape like this. Other ones are broken in pieces. It's pretty cool. Lock Haven Division. What railroad was this one? Looks like it's the Pensy by the color. Donated by Stephen Foreman. And that's the Baldego Valley Rail Trail. Goes toward goes through Michelhenton. It'll eventually touch Jersey Shore. Today is Saturday, February 23rd, 2025. I don't know if I'm going to add this to my other part, but we are going to do the Bald Eagle Valley Trail, which is a rail trail. Connects you from Castanea, here at the Lock Haven / Castanea New York Central station. And it goes all the way to Michelhenton, where it will eventually connect to the Jersey Shore Pine Creek Trail. So we're right here. We're going to probably go up to the bridge. We'll see how it goes. But it continues on. The railroad tracks would have went through here. Let me see here. Yeah, it would have went through here and then by the landfill. And then, yeah, just like right around the mountain, then cross over. Because this is the Avis Yard Shops area, all this right here. But they want to do this way to the Tie Dot and Elm access. So far, they're only up to this, to the railroad bridge. So they're getting there. Catch up to Mike because he walked ahead of me. I've done some of this trail before. It's not bad. It's a lot more open. And obviously you can see it's not icy, so it's a good thing. Just gonna go for a nice walk. So I wanted to add this part. I don't think a lot of people don't realize that the New York Central actually went through Central PA, and the line that I know that they did, they might have came in from the west end, like down Erie or whatever, but the line that I know that they came into Central PA and here in the Clinton County area is they came off of Lyons, went down toward Corning, and eventually down past Wellsboro Junction, which Grand Canyon area, down the Pine Creek Gorge, And then once they got to the Jersey Shore Avis area, they have a line that goes toward Williamsport into Newberry Yard. They interchange with the New York, or no, of course, the Reading interchanged with the New York Central. And Pensy was there as well, because as soon as they get close to Jersey Shore, they pretty much crisscross with the Pensy. There are, at least I've seen one set, or one photo actually, not one set. One photo of a steam engine from the Erie with white flags on it coming through on the Pine Creek area, right around Jersey Shore, I think, heading to Newberry, because they interchanged with the Reading there up until a certain time, right around this time that they merged with the Erie, merged to make the Erie Lackawanna, excuse me. So once they got to Jersey Shore, they could either go toward Williamsport, and then they could pretty much hang a right and go toward Mill Hall and Castanea, where we are. And they had coal fields past Mill Hall in the past Beech Creek and all the way to Peel, Grass Flat area on to Wollaston and Clearfield area. They went as far as Madera area as well. There was a line that went down Clearfield Creek out in the Clearfield area. They had one thing a lot of people may not know as well. They had two ways to get to their Clearfield coal mine area. One, like I said, they went through Beech Creek and to Peel into Clearfield, you know, grass that way. Oh my God, stumbling my words. The other way is they had trackage rights from Meckelhetten to Keating on the Pensy. So they went through Lock Haven itself, which is right over there, then through Renovo to Keating, and then they went on what was originally built by the Pensy, the line from Keating to Clearfield, and that was their way into Clearfield from the north end. R.J. Corman owns that now, and obviously the rail trail that we are on is out of service. I'm not sure, probably about the 60s is when this line was pretty much abandoned. So from Castanea to, I want to say Meckelhetten, you know, Jersey Shore, somewhere in the 60s. I know the line from Mill Hall toward Beech Creek, Orviston, and all that went as far as Clarence until the 80s. Then that was fully abandoned. Correction, the line from Mill Hall to Snowshoe, Clarence area was abandoned in the 60s for sure. I know that a friend of mine told me that. And then from there to Clearfield, that was still intact till about late 80s, early 90s when Conrail serviced a agway out there. And there's a video. I'll have a link in the description probably for that. There's a video that somebody actually chased that one of the last trains and the last train from Clarence area back toward Wollaston, which is really good video because he goes over the Moshannon Creek Viaduct, which is really cool. You can see that when you're on 80, crossing from Clearfield, or Center County into Clearfield County on I-80. It's pretty impressive. So once you pass pretty much where you see all the houses and the little trailer parking in the borough, you'll go into where it's pretty much peaceful. You'll hear some birds, occasionally a car. Youngsdale Road is right up here. That takes between Meckelhetten and Castanea. You got Bald Eagle Creek right here. And there's a little road that goes along the farmer's field. It'll take you back to the toward the Great Island area. So that road goes from the Great Island into Castanea right before you cross the creek when you come from 220. It's a nice section. It's really quiet overall. When the trees are green, you barely hear anything. It might be a little bit more quiet. It's been a couple years since I did this trail. I've actually kayaked this part of the creek. Somewhere in here, me and my girlfriend started. And we went all the way to where the Bald Eagle Creek feeds into the west branch of the Susquehanna River. That's the one part I need to do for the whole West Branch trip. Mike did it because I had to go to New York for a concert with my mom. So that's one section I know I need to do. Ooh, it's a little bit slippery. Here's where it's going to get icy. I was hoping it would not be so icy the whole time. This is a shocker because this is in the sun. Okay, that's... Yeah, Mikey's back there. So far, I've seen a couple of cardinals. Nothing else really. I hear the birds, but they're not visible for me. Oh, there's one now. So I went to go check out a cool mushroom I just saw back there along the rail trail. And I got a clear shot of US 220. And pretty soon we'll get to see a little bit of the old Pennsylvania Railroad line that Norfolk Southern uses. I don't think H57, maybe they'll be working today, I'm not sure. That's the local out of Lock Haven, and they're usually on duty around 1. It used to be a lot later than that, so we might be able to hear them on our way back. So the ice is almost done. I can see it up in the distance. I'm going to turn the phone around. There we go. So the ice is almost done. It's not as bad as I thought it was. So the power line is pretty much the same path as the right-of-way. It's quite interesting. So technically on the map, the right-of-way is not the same as the trail. The trail goes around because it's people's private property. But you follow the power line, that's pretty much the old right-of-way. It goes behind people's houses, and there's actually 3 small stream bridges. They're all different design bridges. It's quite interesting. I'll have to find photos of it. If not, I will put that in another video. Or check out my Facebook. I will have to find those photos because there's 3 different design bridges over these little streams that this right-of-way, old right-of-way goes over. It's a good shot of the highway. And Mikey's looking at something. What's he looking at? Oh, there's 2 mallards. Right by my finger, if you can see them in the distance. Yeah, they flew. One flew a little bit. Right by my finger. That's probably what Mikey's looking at. Oh, that might be the same one. Is there 4 ducks? I don't know if there's 2 or 4 ducks. How many ducks did you count, Mikey?
Where when?
Huh?
Where when?
I thought I saw 2 more just past that.
Just past that?
Oh.
Probably just 1.
Oh, okay. Now we come up on this stone structure, or some kind of, whatever it is. I wonder what it could be. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. I'll have to post this in the Clearfield County, not Clearfield County, oh my god, I'm thinking Clearfield, in my Clinton County group I'm in. It's quite interesting. Lots of birds around, blue jays, got some sparrows. It's quite interesting structure of some sort. Quite interesting. We're only a short distance from the highway bridge, so I'd like to know what it could be. Like I said, if you guys know, let me know in the comments. Or give me some guesses what you think it is. Here's another side of the stone structure. It's like this section of the screen. It's quite interesting. Almost to the highway bridge. There is a little bit of a dip right here, so there's water back there. But it's not over here, so I wonder if that could have been some kind of thing for the railroad or something. So we made it to the US 220 bridge. That's the northbound lane, that's the southbound lane. There's the old Pensy Bridge. Norfolk Southern operates trains on it now, like I said. So this is Bald Eagle Creek right behind us. And not too far past the bridge is where the Bald Eagle Creek flow into the west branch of the Susquehanna. So this is as far as we're probably going to go today. Just want to give you guys a little video, a little bit of the trail. Hopefully we can maybe hear H57 if they are working today. Let me fix my phone so the wind cuts it. They should be on duty any time or prior. You know, I haven't looked at my phone for the time lately. But just want to end the video here at the Bald Eagle Creek Railroad Bridge. Catch you guys next time. If you guys wouldn't mind dropping a like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube. And follow me on my Facebook. If you can, leave a comment and let me know what you think about this video. And maybe a little bit of, if you have any history that I don't know about with this rail trail, that would be greatly appreciated. I always like people giving me things that I may not know, or maybe experiencing the same thing, like, you know, exploring the same places they've been or whatever, you know. I always like seeing people's comments. I greatly appreciate it. And if you could, in my Venmo, I have a link in the description. If you could, that helps toward my trips. I don't make any money off the YouTube because they changed the algorithm process or whatever it is. I used to do a lot of videos, and now since they've done that, I don't do too many, but I try to keep up with it as much as I can. But I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So I forgot to add that this station was built in 1858, I believe. I'll have to double check. But there's a website I'd like you guys to check out. I highly recommend. It's run by a gentleman named Dan West. He has a website for Pennsylvania Railroad Station databases. And if you look for Clinton County and put in, if you look, actually after that, look for Castanea / Lock Haven, there's different photos people have taken of this station over the years. And it gives the year it was built and what it was used for and all that. I'm going to leave a link in the description for that as well.